I've thought about and I've written about presidents, university presidents, and know quite a bit about it from that perspective. And then from a Fresno State perspective, this is personal for me. I grew up just 40 miles from here, so this is not just a regular job for me. This is something that's deeply personal in terms of trying to make Fresno State an even greater place. I mean, in general, I want to make Fresno State an even greater place than it is now. So that's kind of my overriding goal that, as president, my job is to help position Fresno State so that it's an even better place for the next generation of students and generations after. So thinking about tomorrow and next week and next month, I'm interested in figuring out exactly what the barriers are to graduation and how to remove those. And I think if we can remove those or work towards removing them, it might take a few years, that we'll just see the swing in a natural way. And I come from a place that had a graduation rate of like 95%. So I know it can happen, and I have a lot of confidence in the students here and in the faculty and the staff. We can do this. I'm going to build bridges with UC Merced and build off of what Dr. Welty did there. My former campus, UCSF, they've offered to work with us. They want to see more Fresno State students go to medical school and dental school. So that's part of what I hope we'll accomplish. I think one of the areas that I want to focus on as well as IT, using technology in a more strategic way to advance our mission here at Fresno State, from an educational standpoint, primarily, but also research as well as public service. Yes, the tablets are the way to go for a couple of reasons. One is thinking about the cost and the fact that textbooks are so expensive and appear to be getting more expensive in the future. That's number one. Number two, there's more widely available information on the internet. And I don't know about you, but when I buy new books, I don't go to the bookstore and pick it off the shelf. I download it onto my tablet and I read it off the tablet. It's cheaper. It saves the trees and it'll save the backs because you want to have the backpacks. And the final reason why I think it's a good idea is because I want every student to have access to the tools to be successful. I'm trying to build relationships with all of them, the leaders of the staff and faculty and students, and really understand what the priorities are for each group. What are the concerns? What can I do to be helpful? Campus has been through 5 years of without salary increases for staff and faculty. There will be some this year. It's still being negotiated with unions and so forth. But that's good news because we have really hard-working people here who are committed to the students, and we haven't been able to show them appreciation through salary increases. So now we'll be able to do that. And I want to use some of that money to invest in the students, making sure that the infrastructure here meets the needs of the students through technology and other means. I'd like to invest in staff and professional development for the faculty as well, and make sure that they have the support they need to deliver the education that we're asking them to do. So, and I think on Monday we're going to launch a website, and it'll ask two questions. One is, what do you love about Fresno State? And I've been getting a lot of great comments about this is what's so wonderful about Fresno State. I had a great education, or I loved the way that the campus did this, or the library is wonderful. The other question is, what could we do differently to make it an even greater place? And so that's where we'll get a lot of feedback, and I've been getting a lot of feedback from people, and I'd like to just make it easy for people to provide their ideas, and we'll look at them and assemble it and show it to everybody. I think we have a great opportunity to shape a future that we all can get excited about. And that's what I hope to do on Monday, is kind of begin that process and invite people to think with me, well, what do we want to be like, from an education standpoint? I see lots of opportunities there, but I want us to think together about how we make those kinds of adjustments. And so it's not just the views of one person, but it's, how do we feel as a community, and what can we do to really advance the university together?